Welcome, Taurus. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do your new moon reading in Sagittarius. It's happening in late November and impacting December. This is a general reading. It is not going to resonate for all of you. I definitely encourage you to look at your sun, moon, rising sign, Venus sign, or any other placement that's significant to you to get a fuller message. However, if this reading does resonate for you, please like and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I thank all of you that do. It is so appreciated by me. Your overall energy for the new moon is the Page of Swords. You are curious, Taurus, about ways that you can do things differently. You're open to new ideas. You may be exposed to new ideas or receptive in a way that you haven't been in the past. This is not necessarily ideas that are new or even new to you, but they're ideas that you are now curious about, learning more about, understanding better. This is about you appreciating the diversity of truths that exist in your world, the diversity of difference that exist in those that are a part of your community. But you are now asking questions where you might have had opinions or judgments in the past. This is you listening in a judgment-free way. In the 10th house, your social identity, the way others see you, the 10 of Swords. You are completing a cycle of doing things in a certain way. You're completing a cycle where you viewed your experience as a combination of disappointments, heartaches, betrayals, even failures. You are closing out this cycle, having been through many years of having to be honest with yourself, face your challenges, your challenging behaviors, adjust the way you behave, think automatically in reaction rather than in response. You have released a whole set of ideas about what others owe you, what you are expecting from others, what others should do for you or for themselves. You're releasing that. You're really releasing the focus on expectations of others and really shifting your understanding of what you want, what you expect of yourself. In the first house, we have the Two of Cups. There's been a lot of energy, Taurus, about your ability to connect deeply with others. And I'm seeing this again being a reflection of this new sense of this new relationship you have with yourself, where you are, in fact, honest about who you are, what you want, and your ability to do what it takes to receive that. This is you connecting with your potential for more, something that you have often projected onto others. And this is human nature. This is something we all do. This is something we're told is our justice in this culture, that someone is going to come and save us and carry us away, and we're going to have a happily ever after. This is really about connecting deeply with yourself in a way that is honest and authentic and that recognizes all the potential and all the talent that you naturally have. This impacts all of your relationships so that you are coming with a more curious perspective in your relationships, even and in particular, those relationships that you've had for a long time, relationships with siblings, family members, relatives, old friends, co-workers. You're really looking at those with fresh eyes, releasing this idea that they should comply with your idea of what they should be doing. In the fourth house, we have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is indicating that you are worried and concerned. And I can tell you from personal experience that the worries, the anxiety that you're experiencing is a result of this ability to release an old way of looking at your relationships and what your peers, lovers, friends should or can be doing for you. This is the residual habits of an attitude where you look to others to fulfill your needs. This is no longer the case. However, you're still a part of a culture that has taught you how to be responsible for others and all of the obligations that you set in motion. So you're releasing that. But it's hard as you are experiencing this new sense of capacity of connection with yourself and your desires. You are engaging in habitual activities that you are really trying hard to pull yourself away from, to understand that your own interrogation only needs to happen in your present moment with the resources and goals before you. In the seventh house, the house of significant others, we have the Lovers. And the Lovers is indicating that you have a choice. And with the Two of Cups here in the first house, you are choosing your relationships, all of your relationships, on new terms. Where you once sought instant gratification or a fantasy of who your ideal partner or friend should be, you're now recognizing on a case-by-case basis that you have the experience to choose what is going to serve you in the long run. The Two of Cups in the first house is clarified by the Judgment in the second house and the Temperance in the third house. You have an opportunity to revisit a relationship or an opportunity that you experienced in the past. And this is because something that you was promised and you did not know how to implement it or experience it in a successful way is coming back around because you have answered the call of your service. You're now much more clearly aligned with your talent, what you want and what you desire, what you're willing to work for, what you need. This is putting you in a place where this opportunity that's coming around to you again, it may be in the guise of a different person or a new opportunity, but you recognize this is a second chance at something that you now know how to execute well, successfully. And this is a part of your ongoing healing of your life, your community, the impact that your individual healing has had on your entire family, particularly your intimates, the way you process information, and the way you communicate what it is that you are understanding now. This is all shifting and becoming more and more refined so that you are taking out the resentment, the heartache, the bitterness, and recognizing that you have so much from which to build. The Eight of Swords in the fourth house is clarified by the Five of Wands in the fifth house and the King of Pentacles in the sixth house. You're definitely wanting to change some elements in your friendships among your peers, the way you have been producing creatively, the way that you are creating. You are dissatisfied with the way that you have or even haven't been doing that. There is a focus on practical comfort, security, and stability, but you are understanding that you can have those and change your creative expression in a way that will express where you're at now, your enhanced talents and skills, and your enhanced ability to work more productively with others. You are working on a team to solve a problem. This can be with family members, it can be you as a teacher or culture bearer towards your children, your responsibilities to your children, perhaps their children. This is you really agreeing to work on something with a team, and that team can be your family. The Lovers in the 7th house is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles in the 8th house and the Ace of Swords in the 9th house. There are new opportunities for you in not only your relationships, but the way in which you share resources in relationships. This can be pulling together a family fund, a savings, a way in which you are investing with significant others in your life and building wealth and abundance. There's also some new truth that is coming to you through your connection, your spiritual, your philosophical, even an educational opportunity is arriving for you to start something new in a new alignment. There's a new truth that you're understanding here. And this is the area where the new moon in Sagittarius is going to have the biggest impact on you. You're understanding the truth of something, who your allies are, and the potential that you could gain by working together. The 10 of Swords in the 10th house is clarified by the Magician in the 11th house and the 3 of Pentacles in the 12th house. So you are actively gathering together and organizing a collaboration towards a much cherished goal. This feels very creative. This feels like you are exposing some new truth, or you are anxious to learn about some new opportunity available to you to build and create something in community with others. You are highly focused, and there's also an opportunity for you to work in partnership, either with a significant other, with a boss or a co-worker, or with a team that is focused on improving the quality of a service or a product that you have created before or that has existed before. This is your attention is focused on the excellence, the value that you can now add to something that exists. I'm going to finish off this reading with flora and fauna of Africa, in keeping with my motherland, with my African Tarot, and Mother Earth with the Tarot. So I'm not going to take this, well, I'm going to take this card on the top, and the key word is shark. The key word is preparation, actually. It is the shark, and it says, move in silence. Approach challenges and opportunities with vigor. Hold your senses and be alert. I'm leaving this here for you, Taurus. I hope this has been helpful. Until next time, Namaste.